Attorney Jonathan Elson, reminding you that if you've been injured in an auto accident, it's important to have somebody on your side. When you need a lawyer,
then you need Nelson.
Guilty on 10 of 50 counts. That was the plea agreement local attorney Nancy Lord made this morning regarding charges of her ongoing animal control violations. Lord appeared in court today after posting a bail set at $50,000, $1,000 for each of the 50 counts Lord was charged with after her arrest last month regarding reports of animal abuse and neglect. The prosecution and Ms. Lord's neighbors contend that Lord has over 50 dogs on her property on Peckstein Street that are a public nuisance. But now, as part of her new plea deal, Lord has agreed to relinquish ownership of her dogs to her domestic partner. She's also agreed not to own any canines for 2 years. So, according to an animal control rep, the 9 remaining dogs of Lord's that are still in the possession of Nye County Animal Control will be transported to the SPCA, a no-kill shelter in Las Vegas, next week. As part of her deal, Lord must also pay a $500 fine for each of the 10 counts she has pleaded guilty to. That's a total of $5,000. Lord told News 46 that she's pleased with today's outcome and her main concern is her dogs. However, many of the more than a dozen concerned citizens, neighbors, and animal rights supporters who came to Lord's court proceedings today are not happy.
These cases where someone has been persecuted by the county officials, in the end they've won, and a number of them have actually recovered in civil actions. But in my case, there was something that was irreparable, and that was the lives of my dogs.
She gave up her ownership, but the dogs were also owned by her significant other, and who has basically it'd be like a joint tenancy in the dogs as well.
And that what she's doing now is claiming that her roommate or whoever it is has possession of the dogs. So the issue has not been resolved. There's over 50 dogs there. They're out every day. You can't do nothing in the neighborhood. She knows how to play the system. She's playing it today, and she's done a really good job at it.
I'm tired of it. They run in my yard. They get in my trash.
But at the end of the day, if she doesn't reduce the number of dogs that she's owning, keeping, possessing, cohabitating with, or otherwise, that she otherwise has to zero, the court has the power to put her in jail.
As part of her deal, Lord will not serve any jail time, but if Lord violates her plea agreement, she could serve 3 months in jail for each count she pleaded guilty to, which would total 30 months behind bars. This is Unette Gentry reporting for News 46.